So we have here another sample problem. If 15 liters of neon at 60 degrees Celsius is heated at constant pressure, what temperature will it have if it occupies a volume of 4.50 liters? So here are the given. We have initial volume of 15 liters, initial temperature with 60 degrees Celsius. For final volume, we have 4.50 liters, and we're looking for final temperature. So here, hindi naka-Kelvin. So what we need to convert 60 degrees Celsius to Kelvin. So simply adding the degrees Celsius to 270. 60 plus 270 will be Kelvin. 333. So always remember, in Charles' law, there are the symbols: V for volume, K for Charles' law constant of proportionality, and T is temperature in Kelvin. So raising the temperature of a gas causes the gas to fill a greater volume as long as pressure remains constant. Gases expand at a constant rate as temperature increases, and the rate of expansion is similar for all gases. So if in the given example, if the temperature within a common gas is doubled, for example, its volume will also double as long as pressure remains unchanged. We have finished discussing the Charles law. Let's get ready for the activity time for Charles law.
By a French scientist, Jacques Charles. He lived in 1746 to 1823. So, kung mapapansin niyo, sobrang layo na agwat ng time nila ni Robert Boyle, who lived in the 1600s. Ngayon, ano bang sinasabi ng Charles law? If Boyle's law relates pressure and volume at constant temperature, Charles' law would relate volume and temperature at constant pressure. And this time, they are directly proportional. So, ano bang ibig sabihin ng directly proportional? As one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases. If one quantity decreases, the other quantity also decreases. And if we graph volume versus temperature, we will be getting this type of graph to show direct proportionality. So how do we calculate Charles' law? We will be using this formula. Iba ito sa formula nung una, no? Kanina magka-multiply si pressure at saka volume. Dito magka-divide sila. Volume 1 over temperature 1 is equal to volume 2 over temperature 2. Whereas V1 is your initial volume, V2 is the final volume, T1 is the initial temperature, and T2 would be the final temperature. Here I have included in the description that the temperature must be in Kelvin. So if ever you are given a temperature in degrees Celsius, you have to convert that first into Kelvin before you can use that in the formula. Okay? You can check. The answer will be different if you used Celsius instead of Kelvin. So let's try some problems. Okay, first problem for Charles' law. A syringe contains 56.11 milliliters of gas at 311 Kelvin. Determine the volume that the gas will occupy if the temperature is increased to 400 Kelvin. So dito wala tayong problema kasi the temperature is already in Kelvin. So no need to convert. We just need to write the given first. So your first volume, your initial volume is 56.11 ml. And then your first temperature or your initial temperature is 311 Kelvin. So for the volume 2, yan po ay nawawala kasi sabi determine the volume that the gas will occupy if the temperature is increased to 400 Kelvin. So, maikling analysis lang tayo. Sabi dito, the temperature is increased. So, therefore, you will expect your volume to also increase because volume and temperature are directly proportional. So, our formula would be V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. We simply substitute the values. So, 56.11 ml over 311 Kelvin is equal to V2 over 400 Kelvin. So, anong pwede natin gawin? We multiply both sides by 400 or pwede rin naman na i-calculate muna natin itong nasa left tapos tsaka natin i-multiply yung 400. So, 56.11 divided by 311. Medyo mahaba po ito. 0.1804 180,064. So, bakit ko po sinulat lahat? Kasi, if I round off here already, yung final answer natin magiging super rounded off. So, it's better for us to just write everything and round off doon na sa dulo. Okay? So, we multiply it by 400 Kelvin kasi itong left kailangan nating i-multiply din by 400 Kelvin para matanggal siya. And what will be our answer? It would give us V2 is equal to 72.17. Okay, the unit is milliliters. Again, we just copy the unit of the volume. Since volume po ang ating hinahanap. Okay, so let's try another problem kung saan ang binigay ay hindi in Kelvin temperature. So if a 540 ml nitrogen at 0 degrees Celsius is heated to a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, what will be the new volume of the gas? Okay, so let's write the given. 540 ml, that is volume. And then the temperature at that volume is 0 degrees Celsius. So para maging Kelvin yan, we add 273.15. So that would be 273.15 Kelvin. The new temperature would be 100 degrees Celsius. So we add 273.15. We will be getting 373.15 Kelvin. And we are looking for the new volume of the gas. So always remember that if your temperature is given in Celsius, you have to convert that to Kelvin first before you can use that in your calculations. So the formula is V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. 540 divided by 273.15 equal to V2 over your T2, which is 373.15. So, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, i-divide muna natin itong nasa kaliwa. 540 divided by 273.15. That would be 1.97693.575 is equal to V2 over 373.15. Okay, so para matanggal tong 373.15 sa baba, i-multiply natin lahat sa 373.15. Para matanggal ito. Si 373.15, i-multiply din natin siya sa kaliwa. Makukuha natin ay 737.69 ml for your volume 2. Okay, so expected naman natin na tataas si volume kasi tumaas si temperature. Punta na po tayo sa applications ng Charles Law. So, one application of Charles Law is the hot air balloon. What is the mechanism of a hot air balloon? Paano ba yan nakakalipad? Nakakalipad ang isang hot air balloon because of the fire that you can find at the bottom of it. So, ang nangyayari dyan, para ma-inflate si hot air balloon, ay pinapainit yung hangin na nasa loob niya. And that increase in temperature would cause an increase in volume as well as stated by Charles' law. Another application is ping pong balls. So siguro nakakapaglaro na kayo ng ping pong and there are times na nayuyupi yung ball kasi yan ay parang plastic. So ang ginagawa daw nila para bumalik sa dati yung ping pong ball ay binababad sa warm water. Okay, so bakit kaya? Because warm water would also warm the air inside the ping pong ball, and warming the air would mean increasing the temperature, and therefore increasing the temperature would increase the volume at babalik sa dating itsura si ping pong ball. Okay, finally, in baking, okay, meron siguro sa inyo na mga nahihilig dyan sa pagbe-bake ng mga breads, ng mga pastries. So, in baking bread, gumagamit ng pampalsa yung yeast. So, yeast releases carbon dioxide, which is a form of gas. So, syempre, dahil dun sa gas na yon, an increase in temperature would cause the increase in volume, kaya umaalsa rin po yung tinapay. Okay, so that's the end of my presentation. I hope you learned something